So this is a quick video explaining why I think that Hell Let Loose needs to have shorter games. If you don't agree with me, at least hear me out because I think I have a pretty good case on this one. Hell Let Loose matches are really long, and I think that's one of the main things that contributes to player-based burnout. It's just the sheer length of the matches. You have Warfare and you have Offensive. Warfare being the more popular of the two is an hour and a half, a 90-minute game. That's his timer. And the game will go until you either run out of time or one team gets pushed off the map. For Offensive, it's even worse because you have 5 objectives to defend or capture, and each one you're given 30 minutes on each objective. If the attacking team fails, the defenders win, and you could have a 30-minute match. But if the attacking team wins, that 30-minute gets doubled because now you have another 30 minutes to capture the next objective, and then the next one, and the next one. And very quickly, well, not very quickly, you can have a match that turns into a 2.5 hour slog fest that is just constant grinding down defenses, which can be fun, but it's very tiring. Not everybody has 2.5 hours to put into a video game. So how about an hour and a half? How about just play Warfare only? Well, first of all, I'd like to see Offensive get revamped and maybe have a 3 objective mode, so it's maximum an hour and a half, and it's a lot more palatable, especially if you're tired or you have something to do and you don't have 2.5 hours to potentially spend on a game because you don't know if you're ever going to hold a point or take all of them. But you still have the issue of Warfare, and Warfare being 90 minutes, and that's still a very long game time, especially when 9 times out of 10, the team holding the center point at 60 minutes is going to win anyways. And the last 30 minutes is almost always just stalemate because both teams have figured that either the defending team wants to only defend the center point or their fourth objective and not try to push the enemy team off the map, or they're unable to push the enemy team off the map, but the team that's losing cannot actually take any ground back. So you just have a slog. And that last 30 minutes, every time you're doing this, and this is most of the games that go to the full 90 minutes, every time you're doing that, the last 30 minutes feel like they take longer than the first 60. Because once the game's already decided, I don't really want to spend another half hour when I've already known what the outcome's going to be, struggling to actually go anywhere when it's just a stalemate. But yeah, basically a lot, not everybody, it's a lot. A lot of people seem to just give up and stop giving a shit after the hour mark, and it becomes more of a, well, I'm just kind of waiting for the next match, or I don't want to get my fucking teeth kicked in any fucking longer for no gain or no change, just for no reason. I'm bored of this round. It's been an hour already. I just want to play the next map. So it causes older players to have like a bit of wear and tiring, and so a third of the game is just I don't want to play this match anymore. But it's also very intimidating for newer players or people looking to get into the game because like an hour and a half long game, really? I don't have fucking time for that. Anyways, I've said a fuck ton of words to sum up the idea that 90 minutes is a long time, especially when the last 30 of those 90s are usually just stalemate. So instead of just bitching the whole fucking time, let me actually propose a solution. The solution would be giving the server owners the ability to set the Warfare game time into the Archon of their servers. So the way this will work is when you have a map in rotation, you put the map up, you put up its own Warfare, and then you can pick the game time and have the options be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 75 minutes, 90 minutes. Personally, I would put all the games on 60 minutes, but that's just me because the idea being that the first 60 is usually how long it takes a game to play out, and that's where all the fun part of the game is the first 60 minutes. And since the last 30 is usually just a stalemate and a slog, I would just chop off the fucking stalemated slog so people can just play the game and having everything played out before they actually get to the point where they've tried everything. They've tried all the flanks, they've tried all the airheads, they've tried all the pushes, and it's just not getting anywhere. And by the time that people start giving up around the 60-minute mark, that's where the game will end. So then, bam, you can just start again, get a fresh start on a new map.